Let's start. All rise. You actually did it. Sit the fuck down. I've always wanted to do that shit, man. What's up, Mumbai? What's up, London? What's up, New York City? It's good to see you guys. When I was 24 years old, I was an illegal immigrant in Chicago. I'd overstayed my visa. I worked in a kitchen with Mexican cooks, brutal people. They called me Los Platos Colega. Sometimes I'd sleep on the train. My working hours were 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. and you'd freeze. And this guy called Sergio taught me this trick. He's like, hey, colega, come here. If pezones caliente, hombre caliente. If your nipples are warm, your body will be warm. Then he put hot soup from the restaurant into Ziploc bags, put every Ziploc bag into a black garbage bag, tied them together behind my neck so that soup hung over here. I wore a jacket and I was insulated and warm all night long. Everybody left me alone on the train because I was a brown man with gigantic tits. 5 black guys, I gave them all soup, and they all called me a little soup titty N-word for 5 hours. Hey man, look at this little soup titty N-word. I have had Shah Rukh Khan tell me he was proud of me. I've had a woman call me the love of her life. Nothing comes close to 5 black guys calling you the N-word. When you're happy, Benchot is kind of what the N-word is amongst black people. Right? Fair? It's like, what up, Benchot? Hey, he's my Benchot, right? But when you're unhappy, Benchot is like the N-word amongst white people. Look at that Benchot. Here's a premise. My nipples are like India and Pakistan. Punchline, they used to be a lot closer, but over the years, they just grew apart. It's an okay joke. I'm just illustrating. By the way, any Pakistani people here tonight? Listen, I love you guys. You're always welcome in my show, all right? Don't put this on social media. I have 2 nephews that are the generation below Gen Z. What are they called? Morons? My nephews are 14. I took them to a museum. My nephew is super pissed off that a massive European painting will not fit into his phone this way. And I was like, fucker, just turn your phone. And he's like, Veer Mama, you don't understand. The world has changed. Life is vertical. I was like, I'm going to change my will now. I'm not going to cut you off. I will leave you everything I have if you cremate me vertical. Just eyes open. I want to look down at the family while I burn, all right? And I want a DJ playing like techno music behind me, right? I want it to be like Sunburn meets Sati, all right? And like Grief meets Glastonbury, all right? Like Burning Man meets Burning Man. And I want you to film the entire thing and upload it to Instagram and just caption it, Veer Mama, lit. Anybody here 18 to 25, make some noise? I like you guys. Because you're outspoken, you're not silent, you share, you're brave, you put yourself out there. Then we give you feedback, you get triggered, we laugh. That's the system. My therapist is this woman who holds a cup of chamomile tea 2 centimeters away from her face the entire session and never fucking sips it. And her taking a sip is now the only hope I have in therapy. Fucking Jedi. The other day, she's like, you know, Mr. Das, a lot of comedians have cruelty in their childhood, so their definition of love becomes withholding. And I was like, did you know that a lion only fucks for 30 seconds? And she's like, no, I did not know that. And I was like, good, because that means one of us is bringing new information into this conversation. Mr. Das, I'm just trying to see if you have any childhood trauma. I'm like, bitch, I grew up in India and Africa. My trauma has childhood. I was 35 years old. I was in a nightclub in Mumbai. 35 is old enough to know how absurd the Indian fighting ritual is. I bumped up against this alpha male when I was dancing, right? Bro got angry. He was like, bro, are you okay? I was really smashed. Right? So I was like, yeah, it's really soft. Bro went insane. He was like, fucker, meet me outside after this song. After this song, then for 4 minutes, we both just awkwardly danced. while making eye contact until Tunak Tunak Tun finished, which is the longest song in the world, legit, yo. The fight began, right? I thought I'd land a punch. This Punjabi guy stuck his chest against my chest and started rubbing his chest against my chest. I was like, sir? My nipples do not know the difference between sensual friction and aggressive friction. He got both of them equally perky, like a cathode-anode situation. If you speak good English, they're like, Veerdas is not relatable. Not relatable. Yeah, neither was Oppenheimer. You watch that shit, no? Why are you so insecure? Why do you need to be related to all the fucking time? Did you watch Oppenheimer? Like, I just don't see myself in the mushroom cloud. Although give Putin 5 years. But in India, there's a spectrum. If your English is very bad, we will judge you. But if your English is very good, we will judge you, right? It's this Apu Vivek Ramaswamy spectrum. Right? This Mowgli Rishi Sunak spectrum. This Kangana Tharoor spectrum, right? They were also... You get judged, man. Like, I remember once, one of India's top Hindi comedians came up to me and he's like, Veer, you are too global. Indian stand-up is not global. You sound privileged. You have to sound relatable, like us. And then he left in a Range Rover. And that's when you realize the most privileged people in the world don't speak English, don't need English. Think about it. Jack Ma, Mandarin. Mukesh Ambani, Gujarati. Elon Musk, X. No English is required. Fun fact, if you cannot find a racist in your family WhatsApp group, you're the fucking racist. Don't be ashamed. One of my grand aunts, legendary Islamophobe. Legendary. Platinum member, frequent flyer bigot. Every time she saw me do stand-up, she'd be like, Hi Allah. I was like, don't you hate Muslims? She'd be like, yeah, but when I'm disappointed, I invoke their God. Why bother our own? Happiness watched is greater than happiness lived. All right? Do you know what every crowd has in common? They look different. They sound the same. Because happiness is a universal noise. A human being is just a noise. We die when we're silent. If I could take every audience member and put them in a suitcase and put them up on stage with me and take them around the world so that they see it like I see it and feel it like I feel it, you would understand why people like stand-up. Nobody's watching the comedian. They are listening to the audience. The happiness leave their body. Because happiness when yelled, joy when not protected, but joy projected is hope. It is strength. People with power understand that. The scariest thing to them is not the words that come out of my mouth. It is the noise that comes out of theirs. Comedians just say words. The audience tells the truth. And this is what I don't understand. Why is no one arresting the audience? Benchot, 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 Benchot.
Can we